of Electrofan channel. Since I last uploaded my video, it has been already 1.5 or 2 months, and in my last video I have promised you that I will show you how to make a Morse code generator using Raspberry Pi Pico and some minimal basic circuitry, and I will keep my promise. And in today's video I will show you how to make a Raspberry Pi Pico based Morse code generator. So please watch this video till the end, because this gonna be crazy, this gonna be helpful for you, and this gonna be amazing, because in this video you will get to know how to make the basic circuitry for the Morse code generator and also the code overview. And this video will be definitely amazing because Morse code is itself amazing. So without further ado, let's get started. So for the Morse code generator circuit, we need obviously our microcontroller Raspberry Pi Pico, a buzzer will make the things little bit easier and amazing, and obviously LED. This LED is planned to be function a patterned blinking according to the Morse code that I will give to my computer as an input in the REPL block as a message, and that message, that is obviously in English, and that message will be converted into a Morse code, and the Morse code functionality will be physically displayed using this LED blinking and the buzzer's sound. So let's get started. So now let's move on to the coding section. I have already shown you the basic components part. We only need a Raspberry Pi Pico microcontroller, an LED to demonstrate, and an optional buzzer that will make things little bit exciting. So what I am doing, I am connecting my Raspberry Pi Pico board with the LED positive pin by GPIO 8 and connecting the buzzer pin with GPIO 12. That's all and nothing else. Now let's move on to the coding section. Here I am first importing pin and PWM from machine library and sleep from time library, and then I am declaring a dictionary of Morse codes, and this dictionary will contain keys as the alphabets of English letter, and the values will be the combination of L and S. What are L and S? L is denoting the long format or dashes of Morse code, and S is denoting the dots of Morse code. Okay, so accordingly I have created my dictionary, and then I am creating two objects for LED. You don't need to create two objects necessarily, because while I was writing the code in the flow, I have made two variables for two parts, while the LED will blink shorter period and for when the LED will blink longer period. I have created two different variables, but it is not necessary. You can do it in a single variable or single object. So basically I am creating an object of class pin and defining that I am using pin 8 for my LED, and pin out is the method how I am gonna use this LED. This will be output LED, so I am using pin.out. And another object is the speaker object, that is of PWM class, and in that I am passing pin 12 as a variable, because as a parameter, because my speaker is connected with Raspberry Pi Pico's GPIO 12. And now I am creating two variables, fast and slow. Fast contains 0.1 as value and slow contains 0.2 as values. This will define how long there will be a gap between two successive blinks or two successive playing of sounds. Okay, so fast blinking and slow blinking, this will be defined with these variables, how much faster or how much slower that will blink. Okay, so first I am defining the object of speaker with frequency of 500. Okay, 500 is the frequency or pitch, whatever you can say. Higher the pitch number, higher the frequency number, the sound will be intenser or the pitchier. Okay, high pitch sound will be if the frequency is higher. So that is basically the frequency. And then initially I am keeping my short LED in low condition and long LED in also low condition. Okay, so that's why this is being done here. Now I am defining a function. The function is blink later, which takes a formal argument later, but this I will define in a later section. Okay, first I will define this method, play message. Play message will contain a message as a string, and Within that function I am creating a loop. The loop will do basically, the loop will analyze the string character by character, and the character is taken as C, and for each character I am calling the function blink later, and I am passing the character by converting it into lowercase to avoid any kind of discrepancies. Okay, so I am converting into the lowercase and passing to the function blink later, which I will define you later. So basically it will extract every single character from a string and pass it to the function blink later. Okay, so play message will be our main function that we will call in the REPL, and to which we will pass our sentence or string that is to be translated or that is to be generated into Morse code. Okay, so now defining the blink later function. So blink later function takes the alphabet or character later. Okay, and then I'm saying if the letter is not equals to nothing. So here is a string with nothing. So then what I will do, I will take a variable current letter, and in which I will store Morse code version of that letter. Okay, Morse code is a dictionary, and in that dictionary I will pass the current letter, which is actually a letter passed from the string. Okay, and that letter will act as the key value for the Morse code, and from that we will fetch the sequence which value this key contains as the combination of LS. So we will get the corresponding Morse code in the current letter. Okay, so and then we are checking another if condition if there is a space in between. So if there is a space, we are using a for that period of space we are using 0.6 seconds sleep. Okay, and then return nothing but return. This will essentially close the function in that point. Okay, then we are printing in the REPL loop the letter that is fetched. Okay, and the corresponding Morse code value. Now we have got the Morse code value, so that is stored in current letter, and in that current letter, that is obviously a string of L and S. Okay, in that L and S combined string we will analyze it character by character, and if the character is L, then we will use the blink speed slow, because if there is a dash we will obviously give there a slow blinking speed that we have defined earlier here as slow means 0.2 second, that I am doing here. So it will give a blink speed of 0.2 seconds, and then if C equals to S, that means if the character from the current letter is S, that means short or dot in the Morse code, then it will blink speed will be fast. Okay, and now if light means if light equals to true. So whether we have already seen that we have intentionally put light and sound in true because we are using both components. So if you don't have light component or LED component, only have sound component, then you can make the light variable false. And if you have sound, if you don't have sound, if you only have light, you can keep the sound false. So that is basically doing nothing. It's just for a formal code. Okay, and nothing else. So basically if light is true, then short LED dot value equals to 1. Okay, so I will put the short LED, which is essentially my long LED also in my case, so that will be higher. And if sound is true, then we will call the frequency of that we have got their pitch value as the frequency, and that will be passed to the speaker as a parameter, and that will call the speaker function, speaker object, that will essentially play the speaker with the tone of that frequency. Okay, and there is a duty of volume. Duty is the volume variable, how much duty cycle I am giving there. Okay, so next is the volume means the volume of the graph, because duty cycle means how much a pulse width modulated code takes of the whole period, right? So that's why it's volume. This volume does not mean the sound intensity. This is volume of the graph, how much it takes. That's why it is duty cycle. Okay, so next is then we are sleep with the blink speed, because blink speed is what? Blink speed is the gap between two successive uh, high or high mode of the LED. So in the gap, that is essentially the blink interval. Okay, so blink interval actually making the object sleep mode. So that's why we are putting the blink speed in the sleep method, and there is a sleep of 0.6 second after the function is over. So before going to the next string, it will have a 0.6 second sleep. Okay, so that is it. So now let's play it. So basically, as you can see, I have connected my Raspberry Pi Pico with the computer, and now I am going to save this file in my Raspberry Pi Pico board. So this is Raspberry Pi Pico, and here I am saving it. Actually, I have already saved it here because it is already saved in my Raspberry Pi Pico board. I am not saving it anymore. So I'm just going to run it. So now notice in this REPL block, here I will call the function play message, and I am passing the string hello Pico. Okay, so I'm passing the string hello Pico. Although I have used mixed cases here, lowercase, higher case, but it will essentially being converted to lowercase only and then passed to the blink later function. So let's run it by hitting enter, and now notice at the LED, I just hit enter. So you can see LED is blinking. Okay, so we have got an error, pitch is not defined. So actually pitch is not defined, which has to be defined here. So I'm redefining it here. Pitch of 500 and volume, that is the duty cycle, of 512. Okay, so I think this will not cause any error anymore. So I'm resaving it, rerunning it, and one more time I'm writing the string here, play message function that will call the string hello Pico, and I'm hitting enter. Let's see what happens. So my LED started to blink with the Morse code, and as you can see in the REPL block, we are having the Morse code. So it is over. Now let's use any other sentence. Let's say subscribe to Electro Fun channel, and let's hit enter. Let's see what Morse code shows to my YouTube viewers about subscribing my channel. So this is it. Subscribe. In the REPL block, you can see the Morse code of corresponding alphabets. So subscribe to YouTube channel of ElectroFun if you want to get more contents like this. So one thing you guys already have noticed, that there is no sound coming from the buzzer. I think my buzzer is not working. I think it is damaged, so that's why the buzzer haven't worked. So that is it for today, guys. I think you guys have liked this video. If you guys like this video, please press the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues and anyone else, and also comment in the comment section about what you want next from us and how you felt about this video. Also let me know if you guys have perform this experiment in your home. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. I have already shown you the Morse code of this message: subscribe to Electrofun channel. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.